Hey guys, I'm here today with Taryn Williams, CEO and founder of Wink Models and The Right Fit. She is a startup entrepreneur who has taken a business from $30,000 initial investment to making millions in revenue, both through Wink Models, and raised around $750,000 for her new business, The Right Fit. Taryn, how are you today?
I'm really well, thank you. Thanks so much for having me.
Now, Taryn, you mentioned it previously to me that you had a heap of challenges when you started these businesses. Can you tell us the quick version of what those challenges were and how you overcame them?
Yeah, there's so many challenges in starting a business. In my first business, Wink Models, it was definitely around learning how to delegate and learning how to not be the blocker in my own business and learning how to find the right people and hire the right people and get them thriving alongside of me. So about finding experts in their field and not having to be that control freak that wants to own absolutely every single element of the business. And then definitely with my new business, The Right Fit, learning how to scale a global tech company, of course, comes with all of its own unique sets of challenges, and learning how to be incredibly data-driven and not drive by gut feel, which is obviously how I'd run my previous business. So that's been really unique and really interesting as well, and definitely learning how to there's so many fantastic tech tools available now to provide you so many different insights into your business. So that's been a really interesting and challenging process to go through as well.
Awesome. And you mentioned a number of habits that have really attributed towards your success, such as no phones, exercise, and the way you connect with people. Can you just elaborate further on that?
Yeah, so I do have a policy, no phones in the bedroom, and I think it's a really important one, just about learning how to unwind and switch off at the end of the day. It's really important to get some separation. We all work such long hours. I know I personally do, and I'm sure you all do too. So just making sure that you have that time to connect with your partner or just switch off and read a book, I think, is incredibly, incredibly important. So that's one of my blanket rules. And then, getting up early and exercising every day. It's the best way to start your day. I'm definitely a morning person. I know others may not be, but it definitely works for me. Just getting that quiet time in the morning that's just you one-on-one in the gym, or, you in a group, or whatever it might be, to get the endorphins pumping where you're not distracted, you're not thinking about work, you're completely in the moment and you're completely absorbed in that. I think that's really, really important.
And two more things. So previously you mentioned to me that you make a conscious effort to connect with people. How do you do that? Why do you do that so much? Because you are in a position now where you do have publicists, you have PR people that are able to do that for you. Why is it so important to you as a founder and CEO to be actively seeking out those connections?
Yeah, I think it's almost one of my sole responsibilities as a founder and CEO is to be the face of the business and to connect and to network and to learn from other people. I mean, it's a constantly evolving beast, any business. And I think the more people that you can have around you who have been on this journey before or who you can go to as a sounding board or for advice, I think is incredibly important. And the number of amazing people that I've met on my way and on these journeys that I can now, call friends or, call as mentors or advisors has been absolutely incredible. And that doesn't happen if you don't make the effort to make connection. And of course it needs to be mutually beneficial, and hopefully these people get something out of their relationships with me too. And hopefully, they're also learning and growing as humans. But it's so important to make that time to not just, hide behind social media or, hide behind emails, but to actually reach out and connect with people and make an effort to get to know them and their world and their lives and, how you can sort of both grow and better each other.
That's awesome. Now, being a company that specifically deals in the hiring and getting hired for staff, you must come across so many really amazing ideas on how to recruit and how to build company culture. Of those ideas, what have you implemented in your own business and what is your own hiring process like?
Yeah, I think getting really clear on your own company culture and values is so important before you start the hiring process. So definitely sitting down, at the very, very start. It wasn't something that we did in Wink until we're probably maybe 4 or 5 years old, but with The Right Fit, we sat down from day one and went, okay, what are our values? What do we stand for? What do we want to be? And how do we embrace that internally and then externally, everything we do, from the copy on our website to what's featured on our social channels? What do we want to be as a company? So getting really clear about those values really helps for sort of culture to naturally evolve around that. And I don't think that you can force culture. You can't say, well, we're going to have every Tuesday we're going to do yoga or whatever. I don't think it can be contrived like that. It has to naturally evolve from the people within the organization who are all aligned with the same vision of success and the same values. So I think the clearer that you can get on that at the start, and then the hiring process really evolves around that too, because I think people who don't align with your values really naturally self-identify that they don't match and that they're not the right fit. And that really comes out in the hiring process, and it really allows for those people who do match and who do really want to be a part of your organization, who can really add value and who are going to be the right cultural fit to really stand out. So I think that's definitely something that we've implemented, and then definitely just learning through the hiring process of what works, what doesn't. Obviously making people really transparently aware of what you're looking for in a role and the expectations, and then it needs to be a mutually beneficial, relationship. These people are coming to work with you as part of a team, and giving up a good chunk, 8, 10, 12 hours of their days to work alongside you and building something incredible. So, they need to be getting something really fantastic out of that as well. So learning about what success looks like to that person and, how they see their vision and journey unfolding with yours.
That is awesome. For those who aren't familiar with your business, and obviously being in the modeling industry and the hiring industry, there are so many other companies that it's hard to differentiate it. What is it that made you so successful in Wink Models, and what is it that's allowed the Right Fit to get such a great start?
So with Wink Models, we decided early on that we wanted to be really, really different to what was out there in the landscape. So I'd obviously been in the industry a long time myself. I started modeling when I was about 15, and there was a lot of things that I loved with the industry, but there was a lot that really jarred with me, and I wanted to build a modeling agency that treated everyone with decency and respect, that paid models within 7 days, and that had a really beautiful and thriving culture that was supportive, where clients won because they knew that they were going to get great service, they knew that they were going to get talent who were really happy to come to work, and we're going to go above and beyond, and that we were really aligned on what success looked like and helping them deliver not just, talent that showed up for a campaign, but helping them and going above and beyond, being on their side. So that was, I think, something that clients really identified with, and talent too. They really wanted to be a part of someone that was changing the industry and trying to do things differently, and they could see that it would be a win for everyone. So I think, and obviously a lot of hard work and a lot of perseverance and a lot of grit and tenacity through tough times, obviously doesn't go astray either. But I think that's a big part of why Wink is successful, and that we did work really, really hard and build a great culture internally, and that's reflected in our talent and how hard they work for our clients. And, the clients that book with us know that and respect that and love working with us for those reasons. And then with the Right Fit, I think it was just seeing that the industry was ripe for disruption, that there was no one else out there doing this globally, and that we could really build a two-sided marketplace for the creative industry that allowed creatives to go back to doing what they do so well, which is being fantastic creative talent. So being amazing photographers or incredible videographers and amazing makeup artists and models and influencers, allow them to do that and pursue, their creatives. And then if we can take away all the heavy lifting and manage the admin and the invoicing and paperwork and contracts and all of the things, if we can automate that using technology to make their lives so much easier, that would be a win for them, and it would be a win for clients as well. It would allow them access to all of these fantastic top-tier screen talent in a much more efficient process, and allowing them to contact them directly, liaise directly through the platform, and we would manage, as I said, all of that hassle and paperwork and making sure that talent got paid within 48 hours automatically through our funds escrow system, and clients didn't have to worry about, calling around to this highly fragmented network of suppliers and this really cumbersome and time-consuming and convoluted process to find what they need.
Taryn, that's amazing. Thank you so much for spending your time with us this afternoon. What is the best place for people to connect with you?
Fantastic. No, thanks so much for having me. They can connect with me on LinkedIn, just Taryn Williams, and they can also follow me on social media. It's just Taryn Williams on Instagram as well, and both of my companies, Wink Models and The Right Fit.
Until next time, we'll see you all in the next episode.